If we ever broke up, I'll never be sad. Think about everything I thought we had if we ever broke up.
Hi, Mae.
Hi, how are you?
First things first, If We Ever Broke Up is such a huge song. Beside the milestone of 10 million views on YouTube, in Brazil, it's always on the radio and on the best playlists. When you started to tease the song on TikTok, did you imagine how big it would be?
No, I mean, I kind of assumed maybe a couple of my friends would see it. I didn't have a massive following then, and so I posted the video as like a last minute piece of content. It was a new year, it was a new start, and just to see it go that far and to reach that many people and to gain such high exposure so quickly, it was a massive shock. I mean, especially for me and my partner, because we were both sat there watching the numbers go up, and I think he was shocked as well. It was a massive moment.
You did such a great job. You're right. And since you were a kid, as you say, as a refugee, and now Gen Z see it's on you. When was the moment you understood that it wasn't just a hobby, but your gift?
I don't know. I mean, it was, I don't know. I was when I played my first song to my parents. My dad has obviously been heavily involved in my music, and my dad, I played my guitar, I took it downstairs and I sat in front of my parents and I played them this song, and my dad went, okay, cool, I think we've actually found what you're good at. And that was like the day that we started to really push. I wanted to do it as a career. It started to help me during school. I kind of knew that it was turning into something else as I started to use it as therapy, and it just transformed into a massive passion, and I was writing every day. I think the day I got out of school and I became an adult, it was everything. Like, I didn't have to worry about going to school. I just did music every day.
Your new single, Mr. Right, is out, and a new hit is starting to rise.
Baby, I'm not the best. Boy, you're missing out on that zest. I don't think I'll be taking that.
I heard Meghan Trainor found out your song on TikTok and wanted to be a part of it. Like, wow. How was that? Tell me more about this collab.
I mean, I was going about my day-to-day business, and just to see a little notification pop up, oh yeah, Meghan Trainor's commented on my TikTok. I don't think I've ever screamed so loud. Like, I had a freak out. It's like, oh my God, this has actually happened. And then to sit on call with her, and she was like showing me her house, we were talking about like our childhood and stuff like this. She's so sweet and so down to earth, and she's just so kind. And it was one of those moments, because I idolized her. It was just, I never imagined I'd sit face to face with Meghan Trainor, and hopefully I get to meet her soon. But she's a dream to work with. Her verse is incredible, her voice is just amazing. Like, I'm very lucky to be able to meet her, and it's the biggest shock to have a collaboration like that.
I can't even imagine this moment. It's so grateful.
Yeah, I mean, I had a proper freak out the moment she answered the call. I was just like, what do I say? What do I do? How do I? Your music got me through a lot of my school and a lot of my bullying. So like, I'm a bigger girl. Like, I always have been. I've never been like a skinny minion. So I got bullied for my size quite a lot. And then when it came to your music, it's the only thing that got me through like all my shit at school.
You deserve it. And your future is so bright. Everybody wants to hear more of you. Can you tell me what's your plan? If you have any projects going on, maybe a first album?
I mean, we definitely want to get another single out by the end of the year. I've got a merch drop coming soon. Hopefully, maybe getting an album out in the future. I've got a lot of music to give, and I'm excited for that. But as far as it goes, I'm kind of taking it one day at a time and just enjoying it. But there will be a single out by the end of the year. I can promise that.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. It will be out.
I have seen that you have been part of many amazing festivals like Glastonbury and more, showing the most fun pre-show rituals on TikTok. What is the best part of being on stage for you?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, recently, as I've done more and more festivals, I've kind of become less nervous on stage, and I start to enjoy it more. The best moment on stage for me during my set is I do a song called Boozy Bitch, which is just phenomenal. I get the crowd to join in, and there's a moment during my set where I take my ears out so I can hear the crowd. And to hear that many people sing back at me, especially when I do If We Ever Broke Up as well, and the crowd sing to me, that for me is like a moment I've waited for my entire life. And even though, you know, it's on a festival scale, it's still amazing to hear that. And it gets me really emotional because it's like people singing my song back to me. It's awesome. It really is. It's a massive moment.
And you plan to go to some festival in Brazil?
Oh, definitely. If they have me, yes.
I would love to hear you.
Honestly, Brazil's on my bucket list. Like I've been traveling a lot recently, and there's like a solid 8 or 9 countries that I have on my bucket list. Brazil is on there. I love traveling. So yes, if you have me, I'll be there.
Brazilian crowd. It's amazing.
I'm in.
Are you already dreaming of your solo tour? What's the first place you would like to go?
What's the first place I'd want to go? I mean, somewhere hot or somewhere where the crowd is good. I guess maybe Brazil could be the first stop on the bucket list. No?
I think it's your answer.
I don't know. I mean, the tour, I want it to be, you know, places where people can go and just get there easily, you know, and enjoy the music. Now that you've got me thinking about a tour now, all I can think about is how can I make this the pinkest tour on the planet?
Yeah, it's the subject of the next question. Your makeup and your clothes are full of color and good vibes and are already becoming your trademark. Where do your outfits inspirations come from?
My outfit inspiration, I mean, I love Care Bears. I don't know, for example, at Reading recently, I wore a Care Bears dress. My inspiration in clothing is all of the dresses that I was too scared to wear when I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, I was growing up in a school where, you know, if you wanted to dress like that, you got bullied for it and people were telling you were weird. So I was always quite terrified of dressing the way I wanted to, which is like rainbow leg warmers and bright pink dresses. And so I vowed to myself when I started this that I would be the artist that I wanted to be when I was a kid. Even though I am 20 and this is several years over, I am wearing the pink dresses. I'm wearing the leg warmers. I'm having the big colorful hair. I am doing what, you know, 14-year-old me wanted to do years ago. That's my little inspiration.
And everybody loves it for sure. To finish, could you send a message to the Brazilian fans who are with you and want to know more about you?
First of all, I'll say thank you so much for all of the support. I never imagined it would reach, you know, across the globe. I am so thankful. I wouldn't be here without my fans. I wouldn't be here without the people that are supporting me. But a little message to them is if they love something enough or they find their spark like I did with music, go and get it. Okay, because life is too short. You can't sit there waiting around. You have to go and grab it by the neck and achieve what you want to achieve in life. That's
it was so cute. Mae, it was a pleasure to have you today. I can't wait to listen more of you and see you shining around and coming to Brazil.
I will be there. Thank you so much. It was lovely to speak to you.